The Delaware River, we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. On the screen, this is Eckler. Touchdown! Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signal to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now a second down and 6. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. First and goal at the 3-yard
line. Here's Hurts to throw.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And all the way down to the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
At the 10-yard line.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Second and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Throwing is Hurts.
Out to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that's into the hands of Eckler.
That catch good for only a couple.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold it for just a short gain.
From the 36, Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when you intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Armani Watts. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And some space here. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 31-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Brandon Graham, great pursuit there, getting the tackle for loss. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert, his 1st touchdown on the year. And
point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive
as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play until the break. Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver Hill. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
That's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Fighting room at the 30. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Taken at the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Cordell. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And he will score.
I think the key to that play was them understanding and knowing that once the ball was out, they were still eligible to pick it up and carry it.
Yeah, there was some standing and some staring on the wrong side of the football there, wasn't there?
Yes, he has a name, he has a number, but for us, he's Johnny on the spot. And how about that rambling run all the way to the end zone with that alert play that he just made?
Elliott on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Eagles 20.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because...
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll drop to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He'll buy some time right. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Rolling to his right. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Going for it with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never brought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 22. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. His throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, yeah, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over the 29-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Hurts.
Flush to his right.
He'll fire deep for Roger.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts, not a terribly big fella at 6'1", but his arm's got plenty of life to it. And that was a thing of beauty there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now here's Mahomes.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And Hill with it over the middle.
7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down and 3.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Austin Eckler,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught inside the 5. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Rolling to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
CD, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's his 2nd touchdown run of this game, and this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
74 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they will take a knee here. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.
I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly.